Hello, myself Dr. K.N. Singh, Professor and Head Department of Rachna Sharir, Faculty of Ayurveda, IMS BHU. Today I am going to take a class, or you can say discussion, on the modern embryology and especially onto the birth defects. And in present scenario, one question is raised that regarding the COVID-19, most of the deaths are occur in the higher age people. Likewise, the age of 60 and more than 60 year, so that people are more prone for the death by the COVID-19. So in the study of embryology as well as the in case of the birth defect, there may be a clue, or we can see there may be a cause we can find out that become the cause of the death. So first of all, we see the definition of embryology. In the definition of embryology, from a single cell to a baby in 9 months, a developmental process that represents an amazing integration of increasingly complex phenomena. The study of these phenomena is called embryology, and the field includes investigations of the molecular, cellular, and structural factors contributing to the formation of an organism. Now the birth defects. Birth defects, congenital malformation and congenital anomalies. These all terms are the synonymous used to describe structural, functional and metabolic disorders present at birth. So we can see metabolic disorders cover to the disease, likewise the diabetes, hypertension and cardiac disorder. These are the life cycle disorders and also called the metabolic disorders. So such type of the disease which comes under the term of the metabolic disorders become the comorbidity of the COVID-19. And the person who have such type of the disorders comes under the term of birth defects. So such type of the defect may be occur at different level, at the level of the structure, level of the behavior, level of the functional, and finally level of the metabolic disorders. These term used to describe the study of these disorders are teratology or dysmorphology, and the person who study such type of the conditions are called the dysmorphologists, are usually within a department of clinical genetics. Such type of conditions are studied in the department of clinical genetics. And the major structure abnormality occur in 2 to 3% of live born infants at the time of the birth. Such type of the deformity can be seen, and when a baby develop after birth, other abnormality is added, that is about 2 to 3% are recognized at the age of children by 5 years. So total become the 4 to 6% birth defects. Now the birth defects are the leading cause of infant mortality, and we can imagine that according to approximately 21% of infant deaths occur due to the congenital malformation or birth defects. And one another interesting fact that they are the fifth leading cause of years of potential life loss prior to age of 65 years. The person become, or we can say, lost the life at the age or before the age of the 65 year, and a major contributor of disability. So such type of the deformity is a major contribution of the disability. They are also non-discriminatory. Another thing, or again it is interesting, कि such type of the deformity are the non-discriminatory. In the all over the world, as we can see, the COVID-19 cover whole of the world. All countries are covered by the COVID-19 and infection is present in the all of the country in the world. Likewise, this such type of the deformity are not discriminatory. These are found same for Asians, for African Americans, Latin Americans, and whites, and Native Americans. So in this way, both have the common, you can say, area, and both are not discriminatory. They have these conditions are found uniformly all over the world. And another fact is that the cause of congenital malformation in 40 to 60% is unknown, and only 20 to 25% are known, and out of which 20 to 25%, 15% are due to the chromosomal disorders as well as to the mutation of the genes. So that become the 15%, chromosomal and the mutation of genes, and rest of the 10%, the causative factor is the environmental factors and some minor factor, that is the in case of the twinning, and that become the cause of 0.5 to 1%. So in this way, most of the condition are unknown, cause of the conditions are unknown, but whatever known condition, that are the 20 to 25%, and out of which 15% is the genetic and chromosomal cause, and 10% is the environmental cause. Now the minor anomaly occur to approximately 15% of newborns. Out of 100%, 15% newborn have the minor anomaly, and again it is interesting, minor anomaly is not detrimental to health, but it provides a clue. And minor anomaly likewise the microtia, small ear, pigmented spots, and short palpable fissures. So these are the minor anomalies, and that provide a clue that there may be a major anomaly is present in the body, in the structure level or at the functional level. And if one minor anomaly, there will be 3% of chances of the major anomaly. If two minor anomaly are present, so there will be chance of 10% of major anomaly, and if three minor anomaly, there will be chance of the 20% major anomaly. So in this way, minor anomaly is seen on the, you can say, surface of the body, that indicate maybe major anomaly present in the body. Therefore, minor anomalies serve as clue for diagnosing more serious underlying defects. In particular, ear anomalies are easily recognizable indicator of other defects and are observed in virtually all children with syndromic malformations. Now the types of abnormalities. The first is the malformation. Malformations occur during formation of structures. When a structure is developed, malformation, that structure is malformed. For example, during organogenesis, they may result in complete or partial absence of a structure, or in alteration of its normal configuration. The malformation are caused by environmental or in concert. Most malformations have their origin during the 3rd to 8th week of gestation, and this 3rd to 8th week of gestation period is called the critical period, and this period is more prone for interaction with the developing structure, and structure are prone for the teratogenesis. Now these are the example of the malformations. Venous malformations. Here we can see the cervical lesion in the limb, in the foot, in the cheek, on the tongue, and these are the arteriovenous malformations are present likewise. Now the disruptions. Disruptions result in morphological alterations of already formed structures and are caused by destructive processes. Structure are formed, and after formation the structure will become destruct, and these cover to the vascular extents leading to bowel atresia, and defects produced by amniotic bends are examples of destructive factors that produce disruptions. For example, when the limbs are developed, to bend of the umbilical cord, if we give pressure onto the developing limbs or any other part of the body, especially onto the limbs, can disrupt the normal development. So we can see the example here, congenital of constriction bends are seen here in the lower limb, and also these are the syndactyly webbed digits, differences in length likewise. Especially this is a typical example of the congenital constriction band disruption. Now the deformations. Deformations result from mechanical forces that mold a part of fetus over a prolonged period, and in case of the disruptions, one particular part is disrupted, but in case of the deformation, the whole limb can become bent. So that is the example. The club feet, for example, are caused by compression in the amniotic cavity. Deformation often involve the musculoskeletal system and may be reversible potentially, and these are the example of congenital deformations, lower limb deformity, and this is the facial asymmetry. Now a syndrome. A syndrome is a group of anomalies occurring together that have a specific common cause. This term indicates that have a diagnosis has been made and that the risk of recurrence is known. In contrast, association is the non-random appearance of two or more anomalies that occur together more frequently than by chance alone, but the cause has not been determined. Vectoral. An example is the vectoral association. Although they do not constitute a diagnosis, associations are important because recognition of one or more of the components promotes the search for other in the group. These are the example of the vectoral syndrome. So this child suffering from the syndrome, and in the syndrome is the vertebral anomalies, anal atresia, cardiovascular anomalies, tracheoesophageal fistula, esophagus atresia, renal or radial anomalies, limb defects. Now the environmental factors. Until the early 1940, it was assumed that congenital defects were caused primarily by hereditary factors. The scientists think that only the hereditary factors are the causative factor for the congenital malformations. But with the discovery by Anne Gregg that German measles affecting a mother during early pregnancy cause abnormalities in the embryo, it suddenly became evident that congenital malformation in humans could also be caused by environmental factors. In 1961, observation by W. Lange linked limb defects to the sedative thalidomide and made it clear that drugs could also cross the placenta and produce spurt defects. Since that time, many agents have been identified as teratogen factors that cause birth defects. So this is the thalidomide TSD. 10,000 infants was affected by this thalidomide TSD, and in 1961 thalidomide was banned. And these are the example of the loss of the or underdevelopment of the upper limb condition is the phocomelia. So in this way we can see congenital malformation or birth defects, especially metabolic disorders, likewise the diabetes, hypertension and cardiac disorders, that are the comorbidity. And in the person who have the comorbidity become more prone for the death by the COVID-19. So in this way we are seeing that most of the person who have the old age persons who have the more weight and who have the comorbidity are become dying by this pandemic. In worldwide scenario we can see, and the death rate is more in the old age persons, and one cause may be the congenital malformation, and that cause is established at the time of the birth in different terms, in terms of the structural, in terms of the behavior, in terms of the functional, and in terms of the metabolic disorders. And in case of the COVID-19, metabolic disorder is become most important factor for the cause of the death. Okay, thank you very much.